Now to an amazing story of survival and will. One Central Coast woman is in the hospital tonight after spending 3 days in her truck at the bottom of a big ditch.
Now, CHP says the woman drove off Highway 1 and down a cliff last Saturday night just south of Ragged Point. KCOI's Nia Wong has her dramatic story.
I know I'm here, but my mind is still in that ditch.
Debbie Lopez says she was driving down Highway 1 just south of Ragged Point when she reached over to put out a cigarette.
You know, as your body turns, you don't mean to, and it just flew right over.
Her pickup truck careened hundreds of feet down a cliff where she spent the next 3 days injured and by herself. Now, when you're driving along Highway 1, it's difficult to get a good perspective on how hard this terrain can be. So we're going to take you up in the air to show you how steep these cliffs really are. Lopez says she was wearing her seatbelt when her truck tumbled down not too far from this coastline and landed upside down.
I kept looking for different outlets and, you know, striking out and striking out.
And after the harrowing ordeal, she found it too cold to even sleep.
The first 2 nights I spent in the truck, and I finally found a way out.
Lopez thinks it was around Tuesday when she realized the only way out was up.
And I knew if I went straight up that mountain, I could get out.
Despite cuts and bruises and damaged ribs, she climbed out of the truck and, in pain, walked back up to the highway. The thought of seeing her family kept her going.
I just had to keep going step by step, and I would stop and just pray. And
when she reached the top, a family driving by called for help. Lopez says she still doesn't know how she did it, but she is grateful.
You just have to be just thankful and not let things get to you.
Reporting south of Ragged Point, Nia Wong, KCOI 12 Central Coast News.
Talk about resiliency there.
Truly amazing. She's lucky to be alive, but she worked her way out of it.
We're glad she did.
Yeah.